winning's a lot better than losing in the Big 12. And last year we lost 3 in a row, so I know how Cincinnati feels, and it's a really good team, really well-coached team. So coming in, we knew being shorthanded without Jalen and Langston, we really had to compete and play well. And thank God no one else got injured, and we made it through the game, and I thought the guys did a great job.
Scott, it looked like your defense was maybe as dialed in as it's been all year. The switches were really quick.
Yeah.
Did you like what you saw on that end?
To hold them to 34%, 35% is tremendous. At the same time, you play good defense, and then in this league, sometimes you just don't make shots. I know they had some looks that probably normally they would make, but I thought the only thing was the rebounding. We didn't do as well as we normally do on the O boards, but other than that, I thought we really did a great job competing. And Jeremy Roach really ran the team well. Norchad was outstanding. VJ was great, and I thought Jason Asamoto plus 18, 14 minutes. He didn't score, but those were huge minutes. And Nunn, Rob, guys that Josh, again, playing a lot of minutes, not getting much rest, and did a good job.
Can you talk a little bit about shot selection? 40 points in the paint to 16 for them. How did that help out?
It worked good today. I think our guards did a good job getting to the paint. They did a good job sharing the ball. I thought our bigs did a good job in finishing. And so coming off a game where you shoot 24% from 3 and 29% from the field, obviously offensively we had some looks, but we need to be more efficient and better. And I thought the guys bought in and really did a good job making the extra pass, the good, better, best mentality.
VJ hit a couple threes in the first half, and then I think Norchad ends up 1 of 1 on threes. When those guys are hitting, how tough does that make you guys to defend?
Well, I think what you always want to do is play to your strengths, though. And Norchad can hit threes. VJ can hit threes, but those two guys at the rim are really hard to stop. So I think they did a great job in their shot selection tonight.
I would assume you like your chances when you can hold a Big 12 team 8+ minutes without scoring there.
Yeah, and again, our defense was good, but some nights you miss shots that you normally make, and I mean Cincinnati offensively they missed some shots. So I think our defense was really good and helped contribute to that. But again, we just shot 29%, and on film you're like, man, those are some good shots, and sometimes it doesn't go in. So Cincinnati just they'll probably shoot 60% next game.
That would be Kansas. I'm sure they would like that.
That's against Kansas?
Yeah.
I'm sure Bill wouldn't like that, but yeah.
Is this a case where you guys just wanted it more? Both you guys got barely knocked out of the top 25, and both needed the win desperately. But
yeah, I think in the Big 12, though, it is really hard to win on the road, and home atmospheres are really good and really give you an advantage. So, I mean, you got to win your home games.
Coach, you mentioned Jason. Can you talk a little bit more about what he's meant to this team, and especially his minutes tonight? How important were they with a couple guys out? Yeah,
well, with first foul trouble, fatigue, and if he goes in and you're minus 10, you don't have that option. And I thought Jason has spent time extra working on offense, defense, and learning a different position with injuries. And it was really good because a lot of, especially young players, think it's a good game if they score. The fact that he didn't shoot and was such a positive and a huge contributor in the win is great.
Still a small sample size, but 2 pretty convincing Big 12 wins at home. Just kind of Is it something we make up about the energy that the home crowd brings, or can you kind of feel it, and does it add something extra?
No, I think we were blessed in these 2 games, too. I showed the team last year, our first 6 conference games. I think 3 of them were overtime or double or triple overtime, and the others were all 1-possession games under 5 minutes. So normally you're a 1-possession game. If you play really well, the other team doesn't shoot it as well. Sometimes you can get separation. We were able to do that tonight.
Coach, at this point, how much are y'all even working on conditioning with how much they are running out?
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that at all. So we got to worry about rehab. So praying for health. And at the end of the day, you got to have a healthy team, and hopefully we can get guys healthy in the next couple days. We're off tomorrow, but the training room won't be.
Norchad, just how good did this feel to get kind of back on the other end of a blowout?
It definitely feel good, but, first of all, I got to give thanks to God, coming back home, executing the game plan, and, just got to give all the glory to him.
VJ, you came in with Jason. He's been getting more minutes the last couple of games. Talk about just kind of what he brings, and he didn't even take a shot tonight, but I felt like he made a big impact.
Yeah, Jason was plus 18. So, credit to Jason, man. He's been working hard. He's been working real hard. So, I'm glad he's getting the minutes because he worked hard for it. So it's all paying off right now. He didn't take a shot. He didn't complain one time. He just wanted to be a team player, so credit to Jason.
Plus, he got you a dunk.
Facts. Definitely credit to Jason.
VJ, you guys were 40 points in the paint tonight. Was there a concerted effort? Did you see something on film where you kind of thought you could attack the rim and get downhill with those ball screens at the top of the key?
We got great guards. So, and then we got great wings, great bigs, and then Norchad. He fit in all of that. But, he's dominant in the paint, him and Josh. Even the guards getting down low. We read the game. I see how they was guarding us. We know the paint was open. They was like kind of taking away the shots, so we just attacked them, and we was finishing the night. So yeah.
Norchad, you're a double machine here. What just when you go out there, do you just think you're the tougher guy each time out?
Yeah, I've been saying this my whole career. I can't take credit for this. God give me that talent, and that. People just keep saying that the hardest part is to get the 10 rebounds every game. I don't think about it. I just go hoop, and like how you say, I want it more. I'm the tougher guy out there, night in, night out. So I just, keep playing, trusting my teammates, trusting the coaches, and, doing whatever it takes to win.
For both you guys, VJ, you hit a couple threes in that first half. Norchad, obviously you had a 3. How much better does that feel coming off of a game like, the whole team had against Iowa State?
I feel like against Iowa State, we just wasn't making shots. Ain't nothing was for us. Everything was like we had uncontested shots, just wasn't making. So, there's going to be games like that. We had to find somewhere else to win the game. Against Iowa State, which we didn't. But, like tonight, we came in with aggression, attacking, punching them first before they punched us. Cincinnati's a great team. Well-coached team, so, we had to do our best to stay poised, stay together, stay focused, and that led to us making shots.
Yeah, it just feel good to be on the winning side again.
Norchad, what does it say about you guys to hold another Big 12 team to under 50 points?
That together we can do whatever, trusting each other, we can play great defense. I think we have jumped to a top 50 defensive team, and, that's something we've been striving to even get better, in conference plan. That's what we did. So, just keep focusing on defense. And I think any great defensive team going to be a great offensive team. So, just keep trusting each other and hooping.
VJ, y'all held them to 20 points, 6 of 26 in the first half. They didn't score in the last 8 minutes. How big of a focus was the defense, and how good was that defense out there?
We know our defense translates to us getting in transition. I feel like we are a very hard team to stop when we get in transition because everyone's running the floor, everyone can bring the ball up, and everyone can hit shots. So we was connected on the defensive end in the first half and the second half, but mainly in the first half for sure, keeping them under 20. Keeping them 20. So that's a big accomplishment for us. But we just want to keep striving on to the next game where hopefully we can hold them under 20. under 15. You just gotta keep trying to get better every day.
Norchad, obviously small sample size, but 2 home Big 12 games, 2 pretty convincing wins. I saw you when you were going to the bench kind of hyping up the crowd. Just how big of a difference does it actually make for you guys when you're playing here as opposed to on the road?
Definitely. There are our 6 man, the crowd coming in, supporting us when the other team shooting free throws. They when we on defense, they making noise. That definitely help us a lot. So, we just want to tell them to keep coming out, supporting us. That they are our 6 man, and we really appreciate them.
VJ, after the game, I saw you pick up a little fan, a younger guy. Who was that, if you don't mind me asking?
That's my little brother, man. And that's the start of the family right there. That's my little brother.
What was it like showing out for him here at home tonight?
I mean, it's great. My whole family attended every game. Oh my God.
You sure that's not your kid?
Nah, it's my little brother. It's my little brother. That's a special person in my life. I just try to be the best big brother I can be to him every day. So yeah.
Norchad, what is better, 80 double-doubles or whatever the heck you have for your career, or getting engaged over the Christmas holidays?
I gotta say getting engaged, or I'm gonna get in trouble. But yeah, I gotta say getting engaged.
Congratulations.
Listen, just want to tip the cap to Scott and his crew. I thought they were ready to play and played a nice game. And I think anytime you get your butt kicked the way we got our butt kicked, you got to give the other team credit. And so let's start there. We're not playing. We're in a tough stretch right now. We're not playing well. That's 3 straight games for us. We're not playing to our standard. And we have a group of really high character young men that really care, that are really invested. We've shown that we can be a very, very good basketball team this year, but we're in a stretch right now. We're not playing well, and I think the challenge for us is to do every single thing possible in our power to figure it out and start playing better basketball. As I told the guys in the locker room, we all have to be better. Coaches, myself, our coaching staff, our players, everybody associated in that locker room's got to look in the mirror and figure out what we got to do, and so we can get back on the right side of things. So not just with wins and losses, but how we're playing and the confidence that we're playing with and the edge that we're playing with. So very disappointed, but we got to dig in. We don't have time to sit here and make excuses and worry and point fingers. We got to dig in and fight, and I assure you that's what we're going to do.
Wes, 40 points in the paint for Baylor. It seemed like you guys really struggled to defend that high ball screen. Were there ever any discussions to maybe switch things up defensively and maybe go to a zone look?
It was hard because, there's so many issues that were going on out there tonight when everything's going poorly. Yeah, we certainly had discussions about on the bench and among the coaching staff on a number of things, adjustments, and you saw us go to some trapping and some stuff like that, so we certainly were trying to figure it out. But, our half-court man-to-man defense has been the most reliable thing we've had going all year long, and I even felt tonight that when we were locked in with all 5, and there weren't many possessions, but there was a couple it looked like we were going to be able to break through. Give them credit. I thought they got a handful of baskets in transition defense, just a lack of effort to sprint back and cover the rim. That was really discouraging. They kicked our butt to the ball. I mean, you get out rebounded, but there's some plays where you do get them to miss in the first half, and you can't come up with the defensive rebound, and that's supposed to be a strength of ours. That's really discouraging. And then there's some plays where we just allow a drive to the middle of the floor, or we blow a coverage, or we're not active and engaged defensively. That's discouraging. But when you get past all that, there were 4 possessions that I can think of off the top of my head in the first half where they did make a tough shot over the top. And so some of it it's hard to adjust when you can't even get what you're supposed to do right, It's not about tricks, I think, sometimes. It's about getting it right. But, yeah, we had those discussions, and that's something we got to look at moving forward is the ability to adjust a little more on that end. We found ourselves tonight trying to adjust offensively more than anything just because we were having such a hard time scoring.
How do you explain the 8-minute scoring drought late in the first half? Is that them, you, combination? Dan hits a bucket.
Yeah, guys, I'm never going to sit up here and when you get your butt kicked, say that it's all you. Of course, give them credit. I mean, give the other team credit. They're out there. They make the plays. They made more plays than us tonight. So I'm going to preface what I'm going to say, Scott, that, yes, I always give the other team credit. Okay, I'm not an asshole. So, damn, they did a nice job. But on our end, we stunk. Point blank, we stunk. And, we talked about ball movement. We talked about their switching. We couldn't practice on Sunday, which is not an excuse because of NCAA rules and all that crap. But we spent all day yesterday working on how to attack their switching and moving the ball and creating indecision within their switching schemes and trying to get to the paint ourselves. And every time we did not move the ball well in the first half. We did not move bodies well in the first half. And when we did get to the paint, we didn't kick it out 1 time, 0 times. And that snowballed on us because now the ball's not moving around. So the guy that gets it wants to make the play. And I thought it snowballed on us. And we went through a massive drought. And even when we did shoot the ball, they're almost like turnovers because you're shooting leaping leaners over the top, falling down. So that was a lot of that was going on during that stretch. Poor execution, poor decision-making, poor ability to share the ball. And then I thought we had some possessions in the second half where we shared the ball and moved it a lot better. And it was good to see at least work on a handful of possessions there in the second half.
How do you deal with the outside noise now where people are going to say overrated, things like that? You drop 3.
I don't know what choice you have because I guess you do have 2 choices. You can either deal with it the right way, which is to pay it absolutely no mind and focus on what we got to do, or you can handle it the wrong way and let it affect you. I can tell you what we're going to do. I'll tell everybody, you can say as many bad things as you want about our team and our players and our coaches and myself. You can say as many of that crap as you want on social media. I ain't going to listen to it. I got no time for it. We're a good team. We've been a good team. We will be a good team. So we're going to get back to work on doing all the things we have to do to get back on track. We're going to handle that part the right way. We ain't going to pay any damn mind to it. That's very difficult for young people in 2024 with the cell phones and all that stuff. But I got a really tough group of kids. I got a high-character group of kids. I got no worries about that.
Dan, on the flip side, does a loss like this kind of add motivation and fire to the game that you guys have coming up next with these next few days to prepare?
I have a lot of faith in this team, and I think we're a really good team, and that has never changed in my mindset whatsoever. I love this team, and I'm going to keep loving this team, and I have a lot of faith that we're going to get back to practice, and we're going to bring the positivity, we're going to bring energy, and we're going to keep doing what we were working on, because at the end of the road, we're going to look back at this stretch and glad we went through it to make us better and make us go harder. And remember, it's not never take your highs, never be too high on your highs, and never be too low on your lows. Just stay in the middle and keep working, because if we work how we work and we believe in each other, we're going to get what we want at the end, and that's what we're just going to keep doing.
Dan, a lot of games it seems like things aren't going the team's way, but you seem to pick it up and get it going. How do you get people on your level?
It's not about getting people on my level at all. I think us as a team, we're on the same level and we're all in the same mindset to win the game and go hard. We had some stretches where we weren't playing good defense or we weren't communicating, and it's just more reps and more reps that we get with practice. And once we do that, we'll pick it up.
Dan, I didn't go back and look, but I feel like you had a pretty good shooting game here last year as well in this arena. Is it anything about this gym, or is it just flow of the game?
Nothing about this gym. I just believe in my shot, and I keep working on it every day.
Dan, I don't know if that was ball denial or what, but you only got 3 shots in the first half in 15 minutes, 4 for 5 in the second half from 3. What was the difference? Was it their defense in the first half, or?
No, I don't really think it was their defense. I think I'm not out there to just catch the ball and just go score. I was just playing within the flow of the game, and if shots were coming my way, they're coming my way. If they weren't, I'm not going to be taking a bunch of stupid shots. I'm trying to win the game. I'm trying to defend. I'm trying to rebound. I'm trying to work within my team. So it's just the ball got flowed in different directions.